Rockstar's already hiding a ton of Halloween content inside of the new Money Fronts DLC, and we're not just talking about some simple masks and t-shirts here. We've got a full-on zombie survival mode on Cayo Perico. We have more ghost hunts with a shocking twist ending, and some awesome awards and clothing items that haven't ever been released yet. And so we also, of course, have some even more sneak previews on the mansion update that's tied to that luxury real estate company that could be dropping later this year. So definitely stick around. We're going to be breaking down every single leak discovered thus far, every clip, every reward, and trust me, it gets crazier the deeper we go into these leaks and the deep dive that we do on all of this unreleased content. And so, of course, all of these leaks and information today are coming from Lucas7 Yoshi as well as Arthur over on Twitter. So credit and shout out to them. I will have my sources and of course their posts linked in the description below should you want to check them out for yourself, but this video has got you covered with absolutely everything you need to know. Alright, let's kick things off with something that a lot of players have been waiting for. Rockstar is finally doing a proper zombie survival mode on Cayo Perico, and this first clip from Lucas7 Yoshi shows what looks to be a DJ zombie, literally a zombified DJ spinning on the airstrip in the middle of a survival and a zombie apocalypse scenario. So whether this is part of like the intro necessarily to Cayo, and I'm actually going to mute this for copyright purposes, but either way, whether this is part of the intro or it's like a mid-mission cutscene or even just like some sort of an event Easter egg just by wandering around and exploring, it's clear Rockstar is going heavy on the Halloween vibes this year. And honestly, this is kind of the weird GTA energy that I live for. I'm actually very excited for this Cayo Perico zombie mode that we're going to be getting. Just sort of like we had the Ludendorff Cemetery zombie survival and like demon monster survival last year, we're going to be getting a Cayo Perico one, and this is going to be pretty sweet. Now, in this next clip here, also from Lucas, we're going to be looking at a cutscene preview for the Cayo zombie mode, and this one is shown using CodeWalker, which is basically a tool that lets people preview the map and in-game sequences. So while the environment you're going to see here looks kind of broken, this cutscene does appear to be tied to the completion of the survival mode, and basically as we go through here, you could see our GTA Online characters on a plane. Basically, we're getting ready in a potential evac scene to leave because in the theme of this, we completed the mode. Us as survivors get lifted out once the final wave ends, and of course we'll know more about it when the DLC, or essentially this content update, actually launches. But he did actually update this just after that, showcasing what it looks like in-game. So you can see here, now we have some audio to deal with as well. Not like there's any talking, but there's zombies surrounding the plane. Our GTA Online characters get to take off in the Cuban, and we are gone. We survived the Cayo Perico zombie apocalypse. And then before we leave Cayo, Lucas also found 4 unique intro animations for players at the start of the survival event, and these are basically completely custom here. They're not reused from any sort of adversary mode, and they show players drawing weapons, getting into position, almost like it's a squad intro in a tactical shooter. It looks really cool. It adds a lot of polish and structure to the mode, in my opinion, and it kind of makes me think that Rockstar is definitely focusing on going all out with this. You know, this is not just going to be some PvE activity simply. It's not just a reskin survival mode. They're even taking it a step further than the Ludendorff Survival Cemetery that we saw in 2024. If this is like a fully fleshed out PvE activity, this would be absolutely awesome to see. You can see all the different types of animations right now. He's just using the SMG Mark II, but there's a whole bunch of different ones here. And I guess depending on which round you start, you're going to have this intro or just getting into the mode. I don't know if this is going to be every single round like I was saying, but just at least starting the mode. There's a bunch of custom ones. So if you're having 4 players, not everyone's repeating and duplicating the same animation. It's all different perspectives for people, picking up weapons, drawing weapons, loading them, you know, all that type of stuff. And I'm sure depending on the gun you're using, the animations are also going to be different as well. Alright, now let's talk about the Ghosts Exposed 2025 event, because this year's Halloween photo challenge is going to be going all out from what I can tell. Thanks to Arthur for capturing this. He's leaked many different things in the past. Same with Yoshi for data mining. Really appreciate all their work here. Credit to them for what we've discovered here so far in this video. But like always, you'll need to find yourself and photograph 10 different ghosts around the map. And we got the early leaked map here showing all 10 locations. But first, before I showcase that, let's check out the Ghost Exposed cap that you can unlock And in a little bit, we'll also showcase the final ghost, which is Jay Norris. He's the Life Invader guy from story mode. Peak dark Rockstar humor right here, because I'm sure, you know, it'd be kind of funny if he explodes at the end or something like that. But either way, this event looks like it's going to be a little bit similar to the UFO photo event from previous years, and of course other Ghost Exposed events where you use the in-game Snapmatic camera, you capture each paranormal sighting, and there's also some kind of bonus reward teased if you send in all those pictures, so keep your eyes peeled for that as it goes live. But let's just enjoy what we have here, showcasing, you know, here's the message, Ghost Exposed, as you're watching. Ghost Exposed is back, and we need your submissions. Think you can capture the petrifying paranormal content that sends our fans reeling in horror? Then send your pics of real ghosts and ghouls to Ghost Exposed today for some good money. And can I make the quality better? Why does Twitter just like absolutely suck with the quality sometimes? Either way, let's also continue and see all the different locations here. Maybe I'll just let these play out for you to enjoy, but maybe I'll do a little bit of commentary. This is going to be the first location, and I'm just curious on what we're going to get. So $20,000, 1 out of 10 photos right there. Then we'll just go to the next location, but it looks like each one you could see Ghost Exposed. It's going to be tracked in the collectibles menu right there, so you could see each one. That was on the east side of the map. Here we are at the Vinewood Bowl, it appears. So this is going to be an interesting one. At least as long as they're in like easy to reach locations, that's kind of what it's all about right here. So this is going to be the second ghost that you photograph. I don't necessarily have to go through all of them. I mean, you kind of get the picture. You take a photo of each ghost at a specific time. But this, actually, no, this appears... Is this Jay Norris? I think this is Jay Norris. This is the final one. We saw the first one. This is the final. So Jay Norris is going to be featured at the Vinewood Bowl. Can we see his head explode live again in ghost form? No. We just get $20,000. That's the 10th ghost. Interesting. Okay, see, I was kind of expecting Arthur to showcase each ghost, but at the end it says, "Hey, Ghost Hunter, your content was so realistic and so spooky, our editor quit, so here's a small gift to say thank you. Ghost Exposed merch is on the way. Stay living, Ghost Exposed." And this is where we get the Ghost Exposed baseball cap, the cap here, and you get $50,000 for completing it, which, who knows, Rockstar may double that to $100,000 if you get, you know, complete it during a specific week like we did get to do last year. That would be kind of cool when we had Dom, who basically jumped off the dam. But this is the Ghost Exposed cap. You can either put it forwards or put it backwards. I mean, it's a baseball cap. It would be really cool if we could have gotten like another vehicle livery or something. Like last time we had the Albany Brigham, and that has its own Ghost Exposed livery. I would love for something like that, but it doesn't appear that this year we're going to get anything like that. Also, I forgot to mention, so I'll have a video guide on this when it comes out. We'll go around all the locations, find the ghosts, but these are where you can expect them. Of course, Jay Norris is going to be featured here at the Vinewood Bowl, but we have 2 other locations. It appears right here. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, maybe 12th, 13th, and 14th, and there's 15 total. But of course, ghosts aren't going to spawn at every single location. You have 10 ghosts to photograph that can spawn in any number of these locations. And so we have no idea if they're going to duplicate locations. You probably have to wait an in-game day until the next one, or maybe you can get them all done. Who knows? Last year, you could just go, you had to show up at specific time intervals, and you could do them in any order, but if you missed, say, the 2 to 3 a.m. window for ghost number 6, then you had to wait until 2 to 3 a.m. the next calendar day in-game to get that 6th ghost photograph. So it'll probably be the same thing this year, but these are all the locations. Of course, when this content does release with Halloween, I'll make a guide on it. Also, for one of our next previews, we could see from Arthur some Halloween clothing items here, and these cosmetics are of course going to be part of the drip feed. They're not out yet. These are already in the game files, and of course they're expected to release gradually throughout October, it appears. So starting off, we got this pretty terrifying, in my opinion, jumping spider mask. You get some purple, you get some gray and brown variants, and these look absolutely nightmare inducing, and they're going to be tied to the zombie survival mode challenges or weekly Halloween unlocks. Something to do with that, I'd imagine. I don't have like a terrible fear of spiders, but I don't like spiders. You know, they're creepy. It's strange. Like tarantulas, I don't mind. Big furry spiders don't bother me, but normal spiders, like, things should not have that many legs, man. Things should only have 2 or 4 legs most. So either way, we have this spider mask, but we also have this one over here at the beginning. It's the I Survived Cayo Perico t-shirt, which I'm guessing is of course going to be a reward for completing that zombie survival mode, maybe surviving all 5 waves. Clearly, it's a simple shirt here, but it's a nice little trophy to show off the fact that you made it out of Cayo alive. This one that we just sneak previewed here, the Slasher Clown outfit. This is going to fit perfectly into Rockstar's usual Halloween lineup of cursed, creepy onesies. And if you want to channel your inner Pennywise here in free roam, I think this one's going to be for you. Of course, we have that mask when we do some of the Drug Wars missions for Dax, but I would love to be able to just put that mask on any sort of outfit and not just go with the onesie as well. And then finally, once again, that Ghost Exposed cap I mentioned earlier, forwards and backwards variants of it, and these are unlocked with the Ghost Exposed photography event. And so now we'll also check out some of the official Drip Feed awards for Money Fronts. These are going to be visible, of course, under the awards tab in-game, and here we get an early indicator of what content is still going to be unreleased here. And so, of course, some of the ones that jump out for me that you'll see as we go along through here, hopefully the quality is good enough. You have the Sunburn Survivor Award. You'll earn it by surviving 5 waves in the Cayo Perico zombie mode. So again, that's going to confirm that this isn't just a 1-wave survival or anything like that. If you had that kind of concern, it's going to be 10 waves, probably infinite, just like the Ludendorff Survival Cemetery. Of course, if you get that escape cutscene for completing it, that's probably just if you have it set to 10 waves. But if you're one of those players who modified the settings last year for the Cemetery Survival and you went infinite, then maybe you wouldn't until you die or something like that. Who knows? There's a bunch of other awards, and you could just see we've gone through a bunch of them right here. So we have some upcoming content in the awards we could check out, and that's really nice. And then the last thing I wanted to mention here, I don't know if this is an official image from the game or if it's just from GTA GFX, and obviously he does incredible artwork and concepts and stuff for GTA, Red Dead, Rockstar in general, stuff like that. But this is his own post about the pricks or the pre-luxury real estate that's coming soon. So we know the mansions are coming in some capacity. I have a full video on that if you want to check it out, but this is just specifically, you know, just to give you an extra concept of kind of what to expect here, because hopefully you're like me and you're really excited for these mansions. I can't wait to see what we get in store next. So let me know in the comments if you're super pumped for mansions coming to GTA Online. Anyways, with that all out of the way, we are going to be wrapping things up right here. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments if you guys are excited for this Cayo Perico zombie survival mode. I think that's definitely going to be the highlight of this Halloween event, along with everything that we usually get as well. Plus, in addition to that, if you guys want to check out some more GTA Online live streams and grind and farm some money with me live over on twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv, feel free to do so. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Also, check out my YouTube shorts and TikToks. I post daily short form content. You guys are seeing 2 long form videos a day, as well as 2 YouTube shorts at the very least every single day here on my channel. There's a ton of content I'm putting out, and if you just look around the channel a little bit more and you want more from this channel, you'll definitely see it on there. So I'm just saying, it may be shamelessly shilling here, but if you enjoy what I post and you want to see more, there is a ton that you guys can check out that maybe, you know, maybe you don't usually watch YouTube shorts because you think it's junk or whatever the case is. Give the YouTube shorts a shot. Let me know what you think.